Alright guys, so I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I'm going to finally commit to it. I think this is the perfect time to do this. We got the new gym coming up, we got a lot of fun things coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a video log. And the video log is going to consist of sports performance training, personal training, just tips, tricks, fun stuff here and there. Might do some challenges. Getting as much content out as possible, and the log's only going to be once a week. I'm going to try to upload on Sundays, get it available for Mondays every single week. Try to stay as consistent as possible. Really important, I want to get as many kids involved as possible. I know a lot of my younger guys are really into YouTube. So this is going to be vlog week number 1. It is Monday. We'll see what we get in this week, see what happens, and keep learning and going from there. Let's do it. So very importantly with these vlogs, I want to get as many athletes involved as possible. The next clip you guys are going to see is a clip of Caleb and Spidey. I call him Spidey, his name is Nate. And they're going to be going through one of our acceleration mechanic day. And very simply, all they're doing is working on skipping and marching. But when working on skipping and marching, that slows down our movement, that allows us to work on building our mechanics, works on getting ground force production, straight lines of force, all of the things that when they combine well are going to reduce your risk of injury, allow you to move faster, allow you to move better, and just be an overall better athlete. So enjoy these guys running their clip through, and the acceleration mechanics that you guys saw in the last clip with those guys, what I want to work on too is I want to work on getting my 40-yard dash down. What I'm going to do this weekend, and it'll probably be in the next clip, is I'm going to laser time my 40, see where I'm starting at, and I'm going to work on getting that down, whether it's my start, whether it's my mechanics, do a little slow-mo video, see where my faults are at.
Working on my explosiveness.
This weekend, we'll reset the laser timer, see where I'm at in 2 weeks, see where I'm at, just kind of going on. That'll be an ongoing process of me working on stuff, and you guys will see what I do during the week. See if I can get that 40 really down in comparison to a lot of the NFL running backs and things. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the laser for the 40. Tony moved recently, couldn't find a laser, that's fine. We'll get it next week. Instead of doing the lasers today, what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to break down start mechanics. I'm going to do some slow motion video of my start, break down some faults, go over some things to give you guys some tips and tricks on increasing that start, being more explosive, what lines of force you're looking for. So we're going to get a warm up in, hit this, good footage coming up. First tip, and one of the easiest tips, is to always warm up when you're going to do something when it's testing wise. Get your heart rate up, get your muscles more pliable. It's going to allow you to produce more force. It's going to allow you to perform better and reduce your risk of injury. Second tip, make sure your shoes are tight. When your shoes are tighter, it's going to allow you to produce more force, because then when you hit the ground, it's more of a punch rather than a slap. A punch is a harder surface. It's going to allow you to put more force down, more force, more speed. Tie your shoes. We're going to go over a side view and a frontal view as far as breaking this down. This is going to be the side view. Watching this stuff is actually really good for a lot of our guys we have in class right now, because it puts a lot of this in perspective. So notice my foot position, heels are off the ground big, that creates a hard foot. You're going to notice my knees going to come way up high to recovery, down hard. I'm going to bounce off the ball of the foot, pushing myself forward. Heels never make contact. That's going to allow me to punch the ground as hard as I can, produce as much force as possible, and it's going to push me forward real hard. So punch, and then pushes me forward on the ball. We're going to get a frontal view here. The main focus we're going to talk about on the frontal view is straight lines of force. You're going to see the knee come up in a straight line with the foot directly underneath it. Arms are going to be moving in a straight line. I'm a little bit in my midline with my hand on my start. I'm pushing off both of my feet. You'll see this knee come high to recovery, push back behind my center mass on that ball of the foot.
And then when it comes back down, it's going to bounce as hard as I possibly can off the ball of the foot and then bring the knee back up to recovery. It's going to be explosive. It's going to snap. It should be a straight line. When I put my foot down, it bounces back up, knee comes up, and I'm propelling myself forward.
Another tip, take breaks between sets. It's gonna allow your body to recover. It's gonna allow you to be more explosive and get that time down. I can't do that today because I'm trying to get the footage in. I'm doing set after set after set. But when I actually go for my timed 40, I'm gonna take 3 to 5 minutes in between each trial so I can make sure I have all my energy systems recovered relatively and be able to just crush it, all out effort. All right guys, so today is Tuesday. Just hit my cardio. A lot of times we get asked about cardio, whether it's for weight loss, whether it's for athletes. There's a few things to go by. A lot of times you want to do more of the shorter distance running, whether it's intervals, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, or if you're on a rower, if you're on a bike, doing high intensity, then taking a little bit of a break and going at it again, really pushing yourself. Our bodies really aren't designed to go insanely long periods. If you look at a marathon runner versus a sprinter, the physiques are different. Marathon runner is going to be skinny, a little bit extra fat tissue so they can go long periods of time. And a sprinter is going to need to be explosive and fast. So they're going to have a lot more muscle on them. Also, when it comes to cardio, I think it's a lot easier to do stuff when it's nice outside, when you got a view like this, something push your way through, motivate you as far as, you know, just the scenes outside, getting you moving. Another good tip for my marathon runners, my long distance runners, that kind of puts this in perspective really well, is go into a gym, look at the cardio section, look at the lifting section, kind of look at the people and the average person in those sections. Usually the people that you're gonna see on the ellipticals, on the treadmills, running long distances are gonna be the ones that aren't gonna have quite the physique that you're looking for. But then if you look at the guys that are lifting weights, you look at the guys that are doing the sprints, look at the guys or girls that are hitting the weights but doing them in a quicker fashion as far as taking their time down in between sets and things like that. Those are going to be the people that have the physique that you're looking for. So if you're looking for that type of physique, right there is your example of what's going on. What you do most often is what you become. So that's an easy way of looking at it. If you want to get a physique that has more muscle tissue, you got to train for muscle tissue. When we're looking to get toned, it's not about doing the high rep ranges, it's about building muscle tissue and getting the fat tissue to come down so you can see the muscle tissue. All right, today is Friday and we got some really cool stuff going on today. A lot of you guys haven't seen the new gym. Now the building isn't 100% done, but I don't think you guys understand the scope of this complex that we're going to be in. So I'm going to try to film as much stuff as I can over there, showing you guys the spectrum of what we're dealing with when we move to King Louis, as far as the volleyball courts goes, the game room goes. Some of the places I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into. Some of the places the lights are going to be off. I'm not going to probably be able to get them on, but I'm going to record as much as I can so you guys can see the new facility before it's built and ready in a little. We're about to pull in the facility. This gym, yes, we have one building set up, but the entire area, King Louis, is actually an entire complex. So to show you guys the spectrum of what's going on, I'll show a video of the entire area as I'm pulling in, but I'm also going to show you each individual spot. You've got our building, which is going to have our stuff in it. It's not completely done yet. It's almost done. We're getting there. I'll show some footage of that where we're at. And then the other building has a soccer field that's been up for a while, soccer field, game room, you know, stuff going on in there. And then all the way across the parking lot, you've got 3 sand volleyball courts, you've got the game room with a bar, and like a concession stand and stuff like that. So it's not just one building, this is an entire complex. So I'll show a clip of each area as much as I can, and I'll show you guys kind of the entrance pulling in. So this is the entire complex. Our buildings were back there in the back. You've got the 3 sand volleyball courts right here, and then next to it in the blue building is the game room. And then we go down all the way down the hill, and then as we come down the hill, you're gonna see the 2 buildings. The one on the right is the one that has already been up for a while. It's the building that's already been up for a while. It's got the soccer field inside, really nice soccer field. It's got like a small little game room, concession stand, stuff like that.
And then right next to it, the really tall building is actually going to be ours. Our building is going to have our gym. Next to it's going to have full turf. Upstairs is actually going to be futsal. So there's the building. This is the overall area, and this is how big this place is going to be. There's also going to be a outdoor turf field going right about there. There's going to be a lot more add-ons coming up, but this is the area, guys. This is where we're about to be. It's going to be awesome. Couldn't get into the gym to show you guys what the construction's going on. They got a lot still going on in there. The lights are all out and things like that. But it is on a roll. The entrance looks really cool. You guys are going to love it. King Louis obviously looks awesome. What's up, guys? Today is Saturday. This is going to be the last clip of the vlog. I'm actually heading in the gym now to hit my 40-yard dash, but that footage is going to be at the beginning of the vlog. Last clip. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. I'm going to keep this rolling. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one.